As you clicked on this video, at this very moment as I speak, someone was just born in the body of a non-human animal in a farm, maybe a factory farm. And depending on what we, humans, can profit from that animal, depending on their abilities to produce milk or eggs, whether they are females or males, cows, pigs, chickens, sheep, goats, turkeys, fish, or any other animal whose life is normally trivialized, the fate and the form of exploitation they would endure would slightly differ, but would ultimately still involve experiencing immense pain and misery from day one of their existence. On the day they are born, they are already labeled as a supply for future use, sum of money, or a movable property of a farm, in other words, a livestock. From day one, calves are already separated from their mothers to ensure that the profits and the amount of product farmers are going to sell is maximized. Dairy cows are left crying for their babies and grieving for weeks, while pigs are screaming in gas chambers as they struggle to breathe. Baby male chicks and calves are macerated and shot for their inability to produce milk or eggs. And mothers of these animals, whether they are egg-laying hens or dairy cows, females are used, abused, and eventually have their throats cut open in a slaughterhouse, all because of the fact that we want to enjoy a cheeseburger. We have successfully managed and created a system for exploiting and taking the lives of some feeling sentient conscious beings in order to obtain animal products, in order to experience a sensory pleasure that lasts for a few minutes. It's easy to turn a blind eye and come up with excuses when we are not the victims, when we get to stay alive, have bodily autonomy and a right to be free. Others shouldn't pay the price of our sensory pleasure. Other beings, whether they are human or not, shouldn't have their lives taken for us to fulfill ours. Please stop turning a blind eye and make the connection. Ask yourself, who are we harming? Who are we exploiting every day of our lives? Who are the victims of our daily choices? People don't want to hear the truth because they don't want their illusions to be destroyed. It's convenient to ignore a very much inconvenient and undesirable truth, but it's not a solution. We can turn a blind eye on the suffering of non-human animals and keep funding their industries responsible for the pain they go through every day of their short, miserable lives. We can turn a blind eye on their suffering or pretend as if it doesn't exist. But they can't do the same. Going vegan is the only way to create a world where all life is respected, valued, and viewed as who they really are. Unique individuals with their right to life and bodily autonomy. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.